Alright, let's get into this. Y'all let me know if the audio has a problem or anything like that.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome
Excuse
to
me.
another episode of New Gameplay Today. I'm your host, Alex
I
Van
did
Aken,
not
joined by
want
John
to make
Carson.
this
How you doing,
video.
John?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited that we finally get to show off some missions.
Yes,
in
Saints Row missions. Of course, joining us, Brian Shea, wrote the cover story.
Okay, so let me,
Yeah, I am deeply embedded in the world of Saints Row at this point.
I'm gonna try not to pause
So
too much
this is
because it's gonna
some
be a lot of
exclusive
editing, and
gameplay.
I kind of just don't
These
feel
are
like
two
editing
missions that
any
we
of this.
played,
But
as
I
part
want
of our
y'all to
cover
take a
story.
look at
We went
this.
several days
Look how
hands-on,
bright
and,
and
yeah, we're here to
colorful
talk
everything
about
is
what we saw and
compared
kinda
to
show
other
off,
Saints
some
Rows.
missions,
Even
proper.
Saints Row 4
And main story
did not
missions,
have
not
this
just
amount
side
of
missions or criminal ventures as we all talked about in our
cartoony
previous coverage, but
bloom.
like these are like mainline story missions.
and it
Yep.
has the wrong vibe
So
to
the
me.
first
So-
one is making rent, which is a very early on mission before you're even considering becoming a gang. From what I understand, I mean, we didn't get to see the full context, but this is before they were even considered a gang. They were just roommates living together as low-level members of rival gangs. So you have the boss, who is your character, Kevin, Nina, and Eli, and you're basically trying to make rent, as the name of the mission implies. So you're
fuck
going
off.
to rob a loan office called Payday.
So stupid.
So
It
right
is.
now we're en route to that.
So they become
and,
gang
or this
members?
is afterwards, I guess now.
'Cause
Sorry,
they can't
the footage
pay
does jump
fucking
around
rent.
a little bit, so the cops are now
That's
chasing
so
them,
corny.
having, ripped off the Payday loan.
And he skips past that, by the
office.
way. You see that editing,
Now you're-
right?
Escape the cop.
I don't know if they
You're
just
getting, like, a
walked in
tutorial
there
on
and
the
took the
driving
money.
stuff,
They did.
so,
They never
you'll
saw
see some
that.
car combat,
That's how
do
it's
some side
edited.
swiping, some
Also,
different
look at
things.
this real
That's I
quick.
gotta say, it's so satisfying too, like playing the game. I
This is
said,
the side
in
swiping.
my
Like,
preview that,
notice how the car just
car
nudges
combat's
these
a big part of
cars,
this game right
and
now.
in 2 hits
Yeah, they
they're just
revamped
gone.
it, so not only can you climb on top of the roof and start
This
firing,
don't
so you have a
look
better
like
view of,
actual
during the
gameplay.
gunplay.
It don't.
but
It
you
don't.
can also, like,
It doesn't feel
juke
like
your
it.
car left
But I'll
or
tell
right,
you
and,
what
like, kind
part
of,
I
like,
got to.
ram
basically.
into cars on the side and push them into like the barriers and the walls and everything. It's very, very satisfying.
doesn't
and
look
the driving
satisfying.
feels great as well.
Like
So right now we're on our way.
the car
to
swiping
stashing
and
the car,
sleeping dogs
because
look
the
way
cops
better
know
than that.
this
It look
car,
like
and
you
then
just
there's a
nudged the
getaway car that's supposed
motherfuckers.
to be here. But Los Panteros, which is Nina's old gang, found out that we were running this operation in their territory. They're not too fond of that, so that battle ensues.
So what I'm getting is that each character's from a
And,
different gang
Los
in the
Panteros is
game,
more about
and they're all just
muscle
gonna
and
form
kinda like
Saints.
short-range, powerful weapons.
which
And so they put the getaway car on
that's not a
cylinder-
terrible idea, but they're not gonna execute it,
cinder
right?
blocks.
And
And now
also
we gotta
look at.
kill them
I
and
don't
then
know
make
if
our
I just.
getaway
I don't know
before
if I
the
talked
cops pull
over.
up,
Did you see
because
how
they're gonna
far
hear the
she
gunfire,
fucking dove
obviously.
Yeah.
when she
And
did a
just for
dive
listeners,
roll?
Let's
Di-
let them listen
dive
to the
roll,
gameplay.
my
I know
bad.
people wanted to hear it
I think
in
I said it
action,
right.
so
I'm sorry
We'll watch
about
this
that.
fight play out and then pick up the commentary right after
Look
that.
how much damage this nigga be taking through the Uzi. And then she just pulls out the pistol. This is how far I got. And like 3 shots him. So point blank Uzi does nothing to him. Okay. The weapon balance is fucked up.
All right.
Skipping
So
past that,
we fought
alright.
them. What happened after we fought them, Shay?
So basically, the cops were on their way because they heard the gunshot.
No shit.
And
In the middle of a
getaway
desert.
car
This is
was,
GTA 5
on,
logic, where
cinder
in the
blocks.
middle of the desert,
The other
every
car was
cop in the
already
county
made
knows
because
where
they
you
saw
are.
us fleeing the scene of Payday. So we jumped on some dirt bikes that were in the junkyard, and now we're making our getaway here through the desert. You see the cops are chasing
Yeah,
us.
the
but,
vehicle. I think I said this before with a friend of
it's just
mine.
there's a lot of
we
chase
would
scenes
watch
in the
this.
desert.
We watched
I
a little
found,
bit
at
of this
least,
before.
in the missions
I
that we
said the
played, both
vehicle
side
controls. He
missions
hadn't played
and
this yet, but
the
the
mainline
vehicles
missions.
look. The
This is
vehicle
the end
controls.
of
They look like
Making Rent.
Agents of Mayhem.
uh,
He didn't play the
mission
game,
here.
but I played Agents of
and
Mayhem. And the vehicles were the
jump on our
least
tail.
interesting
Let's
part
jump
of
straight right here.
a least interesting game.
Good
Like
job.
Agents of
Yeah,
Mayhem,
it
you
was a
didn't
good
need
jump.
to drive, the vehicles
I
were
know
there.
the landing was a little bit rough, but yeah, good jump.
Bad landing. Good jump.
Good
You
jump.
can
The
do
jump
tricks and
was
stuff on the
that's
dirt bikes
a
as well.
pre like
Now
determined
we are
jump.
swapping,
You're
I'm
supposed to
sorry
do
for all
that.
Cuts, but hey, we got some stuff to show you. This is Idle Threat. Start of Idle Threat. We are going to look for Kevin. who was
Look how
taken
janky the
hostage
fighting.
by the
They cutting
Idle
past too much
this
stuff.
neon
I didn't get
red
this far, but they
techno
making weird cuts. The
anarchy.
fighting didn't look
Anarchy,
that good.
exactly. And they are
Like it looked so
one of the
janky.
primary gangs in the game. Yeah, what do they focus on? Just like, aren't they all about chaos?
There's
and,
strength
like,
in
the
numbers, and it's also
Gee, did he
I
just
mentioned that how
explode?
the,
What just
the
happened?
members of the
Is this
Saints
some
are
sort
all,
of
they all
weird
came from
superpower
different
she just
gangs.
did?
Uh, Nina came from Los Panteros, which we saw in
I
the
really
last
don't
clip,
wanna go
and then Kevin actually came from the Idols. So the Idols found that they were
Okay,
pretty
yeah,
much
all right.
betraying them.
So I was right.
they
He just
captured
said
him,
it.
I think 'cause he was,
Kevin
like,
came
leading
from
the
the
gym or
Idols, so
something
they're
like
all from
that.
different gang members. Well, they're all from different gangs.
Your character came from Marshall, which is a like a militaristic, highly trained, high technology gang. But yeah, the
High
Idols are all about
technology
strength in
gang.
numbers.
That sound
so
like
the guy wouldn't talk.
Saints
Nobody
Row
would
3
talk
to
and tell us where they
Deckers?
were holding
Yeah,
Kevin.
that's what it
So
sound
we
like.
found a guy that was in a porta potty, tethered him to the car, and now are wreaking havoc and covering him with all kinds of terrible substances, I would imagine.
and
as we're
taking
trying to
out
get him to
Yeah,
talk.
they're trying
and
so
taking out more
hard
idols
to.
in the process
This
by
don't
eliminating their
hold a
camp.
candle to
Yeah,
that
this is a
Saints Row
camp. So
2
you can see
mission
there
where
are
you
idols
you,
in this
you
camp,
drive that, truck.
running around shooting at us.
like
moving
this
around
don't hold a
and
candle.
use-
You're trying to be
This is like the
that.
crappiest wrecking ball of all time.
And this is
Literally.
that was a look at one of the new mechanics called tethering, and you could do that in
Oh
open world. if
come
you have the right
on, a
vehicle,
wingsuit?
that has like the right equipment. You can just like essentially tow things behind you. And use them
Like
as
no,
wrecking
you're
balls.
not just
It's really
cause.
fun,
I
you know, it
play
could be
Saints Row for
a
Saints
porta potty
Row,
like that, it could be
not
a
just
trash can.
cause.
There's, several
How
different
far
types
is
of
this
things
into
you
the
can
game? I'm
tether
curious.
to
Cause it
and
look
drive
like they
around
got
and,
like
you
a
know,
lot of stuff for no
and,
reason.
and yeah, just cause mayhem.
You
It's
probably
a lot of
earned this
fun.
stuff way
So this
too
is the end of
fast.
that same mission. We already went up to the top of this tower and
These
rescued
enemies
Kevin,
are
and now he's like, "Hey, you want
pointless,
to get some
dude.
revenge?" So we
He's just running up there
wingsuited
and
down
killing them,
to a
and
party the
he's
Idols
taking
were
no
having,
damage. They're not even firing.
and now
Look,
it's
they're
just
not even
basically,
firing
more
it.
combat.
They
You can
give you no
shut up if we want
feedback
people to be able
at
to
all.
hear again.
They're not doing
yeah.
anything.
Show off this.
Blowing up a tourist sign? What is wrong with you people?
This is a worthless game, dude.
Nobody walks away from the idol.
Okay, it was a grenade. I was wondering what she did before that. She stuck a grenade to the back.
So what you're seeing is also some of these takedowns that you have that
That you don't
you
need to
earn
do because you can just
through,
run up to them and they do nothing.
basically killing enemies.
Yeah, you'll
there-
see that
Some of the more cinematic
He's
takedowns
just
you've
like
seen.
he seemed like he's the
that
dude's
fleur de
playing a
lis
game. It
that's,
seemed like
at the
he's
bottom of the
bored.
bottom center
I'd
of the
be
screen
too.
there
Look
is
at these
your-
guys.
your
They give you
meter
no
for that, and
feedback.
as
They're
you,
doing nothing.
Take down more enemies.
He
that'll
just
fill
runs
and
up and
will
kills
give you
them.
an
They got
option
all
to,
these neat gadgets,
take out
yet they're
enemies.
doing nothing with
And
them.
that those types of takedowns
How much
also
farther I
refill your
got?
health,
Hold on
if
a
I'm not
minute.
mistaken, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's
few
a
more,
look at
I think
granted
like
cut
a
up,
minute
but
left.
you know, hey, we're showing
Yeah,
what we
like
can
a
show,
minute
right?
before
So
I, like,
Shay,
pause and
John,
have to
thank you
edit.
for joining me.
I do have
Thank
to edit
everybody
this
there
because
out
I don't
there
think there's
for
audio
watching,
with this.
and,
I
thanks
haven't
for showing
figured
all
out
the
how to set
excitement
this up correctly
and watching
with
these videos. We appreciate
OBS
it.
because I got a new
Definitely helps us to
headset and it's
get
doing some funny
cooler
shit.
and cooler exclusives in the
You
future.
can probably hear me
So thank
more
you for your
clearly,
support.
but
of course,
it's doing some fuck
the
shit.
Saints
and
Row coverage
I was trying to
rolls
get
on.
used
We've got
to
more
it.
to show, more to talk about. Head over to GameInformer.com/Saints
I'm
Row
not gonna do
for
that.
our,
Sorry.
For all of our coverage, you know, if there's a video, if there's a
You
podcast,
cut too
please,
much. It
it's
doesn't
all
seem
going
like
up
there's
at
a
that
lot
hub,
going on in gameplay. All the interesting stuff.
GameInformer.com/Saints
I'm
Row,
not
of
gonna
course.
blame Game
If you just wanna
Informer
stick around on
specifically
YouTube,
because it's
be sure to
probably like a
subscribe to
bunch
the
of
channel,
boring
like
stuff
the
they
video,
cut past.
and leave a comment down below letting us know what you think of this footage.
I don't
Thanks,
like
everybody,
this
and we'll
footage.
see you in the next one.
It ain't your fault either. I'm not gonna blame him for this. The person playing the game. I'm not gonna blame him, but I don't understand what the point of their trying to make this game